Yo, about a month and a half ago, I linked up with two crazy street performers down in London. We had the craziest session, man. I can't lie, it was probably one of the most unique sessions I've ever had. Jason's energy was just through the roof. Maxine's voice was just pitch perfect. Yeah, it was just a really nice vibe. We ended up making an insane song, something completely different to what I normally make. And a bunch of you guys were asking in the comments if the song is actually out, and at the time it wasn't. But I'm very happy to announce that the song is now out. It's called Try by myself, Ocean, Maxine, and Jason. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go stream it. Please stream it. I thought it'd be a cool idea to break this song down, show you exactly what went into it, all the processing, all the effects and whatnot. Yeah, just really show you guys what goes into making a whole song. So let's get into it, man. We've got the project right here. These are the hooks. That's the outro. That is the verse. So let's break down the beat first. So we got this drum loop. Yeah, nice little drum loop that I pulled from Splice. Let me see if I can find the original loop. Yeah, this was the original. So I just sped this thing up, and I also took the kick out and rearranged the kick so that it lined up nicer with the way Jason was playing his guitar. It went from sounding like that to this. Yeah, more energy, more upbeat, and just added a couple of effects to this as well, just to give it more presence in the mix, give it more brightness. Came in with some decapitator. I just cranked the drive into it, gave it some more body. Added some fresh air, just give it that brightness, and then just some EQ. I felt like the kick wasn't really cutting through the mix nice, so I just located it with this EQ and bumped it like crazy. I did like a bunch of gain to it. So yeah, this is without the effects. With. See how much more life it gives it? I just thought that was crazy. So that was the main drum loop. I just added this little hi-hat pattern to ride along with it. So we got this sound, a nice realistic hi-hat. And then like another one right here. Nothing crazy with the pattern, man. It's just a real simple. Yeah, this second pattern was just real simple stuff, man. That is literally the drums, just one nice little loop, little hi-hat to give it some extra rhythm, some more brightness too. And then after that, man, we come to the guitar, and this is the crazy part, man. Like when Jason played that guitar, I couldn't believe how quick he was with it, because when us producers make guitar loops, it's a lot of playing a chord, then cutting it together to make sure it's all on beat. But Jason's playing the guitar every day, all day, and he's just got perfect rhythm. So yeah, this is the guitar we got from Jason. Just a real simple 2 chord, and then it switches at the end. And then it just loops again. So it's a real simple 2 chord pattern. It's just got a nice sort of like reggae-ish kind of bounce to it. In terms of processing for this guitar, again, not a whole lot. So I just added some compression. I got the Puget Child from Waves. Yeah, it just glues the loop together a little bit. And then I came in with this crazy amp. It's called the Archetype from Cory Wong. This is what gives it that nice chorusy, funky kind of vibe. So I'll just turn it off so you can hear. See, and then I put it back on. Just gives it that crazy vibe, man. And literally just left it on the default preset, man. But these are the source effects right here. So this is like the opening tab. You come to this tab on the right. This is the reverb. This is the delay. And you got this crazy chorus over here, man. And yeah, just give it the source, man. That's the source for this guitar. And then yeah, the last plugin was just some imager. When you've got vocals in the whole song, it's nice just to have the guitar out kind of wide. So you get that vibe from the guitar, but you also can hear the vocals nice and clear too. And that was the guitar, man. Crazy, man. Next up in the beat, and basically the last part of the main body of the beat, is just the bass. My guy Jason whipped out the bass, started freestyling over it, found a nice rhythm, and then he came up with this. Just give it some real nice swing. Real nice crunchy distorted bass, and again I literally didn't even have to touch this up one bit. He just played it so clean, so on rhythm. Added a little bit of processing to this to give it that nice distorted vibe that you can hear. We added some decapitator, just cranked it into the decapitator, and then the bass was lacking. I thought it wasn't thick enough, so I just added this plugin called Max Bass. I think it's from Waves, and then just cranked up this dial right here. Just gives it more oomph. So this is before, and then with. You know, that presence now is real thick. Man, I'm fucking so happy with this song. It's crazy. In terms of the meat and the potatoes of this beat, it's pretty much it. So you just see how there's so much space for vocals, drums got a nice bounce. Now for the outro of the beat, it just switched up a little bit. We've got these little power chords and like a little top line that Jason wanted to play over it as well. Nice and gritty. Exact same chords as before. This is actually a real sick idea. He just kind of did it on a whim at the last minute and it served really well as an outro to the song. And then in terms of effects, just a bit of a filter with the EQ because the distortion was like really high-endy. A bit too much, a bit too crunchy. So yeah, just softened it off. I think Ocean added that. And then yeah, just added this distortion plugin, Charlie's Crunch. Sounded like a cool preset. Again, no real thought. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm going to use these presets. Just cycle through the presets and see what fits. Here's without the effects. But then you bring the amp in. Saucy. And then the very last part of the entire beat before we hit the vocals was this little top line right here, this guitar. Nothing too crazy, just real nice swing, real nice rhythm. It's more about the rhythm with this song because, you know, we've only got 2 chords. You kind of have to make sure you're hitting that rhythm right, and yeah, Jason smashed it. So that lead kind of like goes up an octave. With this one, we just added a bit of sauce to it too. So we came in with this one, the wide lead preset, and then added some guitar rig as well, the rotating preset. This is actually some sauce, man. Ocean put me onto this. Yeah, without the effects. And then with the effects. Honestly, man, it gives it so much more energy. And then we also just added some pancake, you know, just give this thing some movement. And yeah, man, that's the entire beat. In terms of the arrangement, as you can see, nothing crazy. Like, we've got the drum loop just plays throughout the whole song. The hi-hats play throughout the whole song. The guitars pretty much play throughout the whole song. There's a little break right here. The bass is basically playing throughout the whole song. And then those power chords just come in the outro. So in terms of the arrangement, man, it's nothing crazy. They just gave Maxine all the space to work with. Now, the vocals. So we got the hook right here. We got 2 hooks, but this one's a little bit different. The only difference is this section here where she just added some harmonies to give it more energy. But yeah, this is what we got.
Can we try just one more time, or decide to read through the lines?
Catchy.
Let's renew our lovers' vow, or forget about the way things could be.
Just kind of repeats after that. But yeah, notice how we got the main layer right here for the hook, and then we just added another layer. Gives the voice more depth, more presence in the mix. So let's just take a look at the vocal chain. So we got this main vocal chain, which is basically what the majority of the vocals is running through. Some nice EQ, killing the low ends, just taking out any harsh frequencies here. I did add some auto-tune, but honestly, Maxine's voice was pitch perfect, so it didn't actually really need it. I don't even think I used this in the final bounce. I just wanted to see. After that, we got some compression, the LA2A from UAD, and I don't know if it's still free, but it was free. This is how I got this. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a sick compressor for vocals, this is the one to get. Just added some peak reduction, added some gain.
Try just one more time.
Glues everything together.
Or decide to read through the lines.
And then without.
Try just one more time.
It just really makes it smooth, cohesive kind of feel to it. Next up, some more EQ. Again, just took away those boxy frequencies around the 300 hertz mark. Some de-esser just to get rid of those harsh S frequencies. Give it some more presence with some fresh air, like saturation. Added some reverb, and we came in with the thin plate preset, Valhalla vintage verb. Cut the lows. A little bit of pre-delay, so the verb isn't triggering like as soon as she sings. You want that little gap. And then yeah, just play with the mix. Don't take any of these rules as gospel. You flick through your own vibe, your own settings, but general rule, plate reverbs normally sound best on vocals, and then after that it's just, you know, do it to taste. But yeah,
try
with the vocals,
just one more time, or decide to read through the lines.
Puts it in a real nice vibey space. Then we added this plugin right here. It's called Ensemble by Kilohertz, and I think this is free. I'll crank the mix so you guys can hear like really how it sounds.
Try just one.
But it doesn't want to be that harsh, you know, maybe for backings and ad-libs, it depending on the vibe of the song, but yeah, you want it, you know, kind of low for the main vocals.
Try just one more time.
And then the last 2 was some delay. Now this first delay is like a real fast delay. It's kind of not that noticeable in the track, but I just thought it gave it a bit more of a vintagey kind of vibe.
Try just one more time.
It's kind of subtle, that one, but the main delay is this one. Got it on a quarter bar. Just mess with the high pass and the low pass, so you're not getting those low frequencies coming through with the delay. All the higher ones, it just makes it, basically just makes it more of a subtle delay.
Try just one more time. or decide to read through the lines.
And then yeah, man, bring that back in with the drums and it sounds pretty cohesive to me.
Try just one more time, or decide to read through the lines.
I'll forget about the way things could be. That's the main vocals. And then we just get into the verse, man. Crazy amount of takes in here. We got the main take, which is this section. We just layered it up, but made it extremely subtle so you can barely even hear it. And then down here, we've just got all these like little extra harmonies and stuff just to give the vocals more depth, make it more pleasing to the ear. So this is the backs track. I didn't even name it backs. I'm gonna put vocal. Most of the plugins are pretty much the same. So we've got the same EQ, same compressor, same saturation. But right here, this imager is where you're gonna just create that separation from the main vocals and make the main vocals the focus, and then these backs just supplement the main, you know, just so it still sounds nice and clean. You can see on the plugin.
I should have learned my lesson.
And then the next one, just to add even more depth to the backs, is this plugin right here. It's the choir vocal multiplier. It just makes it sound like there's, you know, lots of people singing it when it's just one take. So this is without the choir.
Should have learned my lesson, but
And with. It's very subtle, but it just gives it that extra dimension. And then after that, man, we're back to the same processes, like the reverb, a little bit more of a mix on that one, a little bit more reverb on these backs, but exact same preset. Some more ensemble, kept the mix around the same. And then a little bit of pancake, so you got a little bit of motion going with these backs as well. And then again, same delay as before, man. But yeah, man, honestly, after that, you pretty much got yourself a full song. Just got these extra harmonies in the second hook. Gives it more energy.
Just one more time. Decide to read through the lines.
Nice and subtle.
Let's renew our lovers' vows.
So clear, man.
Or forget about the way things could be.
And then one last thing, actually, this was kind of cool. This was actually thrown in here as a joke, but we actually ended up keeping it in because it sounded pretty cool, especially with the effect that I'll show you that I used as well. So right at the end of the last hook, there's this little like break it down.
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down. So she just said it as like a rappy kind of style. The reason why it sounds like weird and lower and the pitch kind of like goes down is due to this automation right here. This Alter Boy automation. The plugin is this one. We just use the format to make the voice go real deep and groggy. It starts at 0.2, and then when she says down, that's when the automation triggers and it goes down. So yeah, we just wanted to play on that word down.
Let's break it down.
See that?
Let's break it down.
Yeah, and we just thought it sounded crazy, man. And yeah, we got ourselves the rest of the song.
Let's break it down.
Give me a try.
Nice and subtle ones.
Just for one night. I'll forget about the way that things could be.
But yeah, I'm gassed about this song. I'm really happy that we managed to finish it. The song is out now. Again, man, please go stream it. It's that first link in the description. And now you guys also know the source to making a song like this too. And very last thing, if you want to source up your drums, you want to get some real nice, unique sounding drums, more for trap, not this kind of style, but more for trap and hip hop and rap, then I've dropped a crazy kit called the Utopia Multi Kit. It's got an insane drum kit, crazy one-shot kit, and some mixer presets in there that are perfect for just sourcing up your beats. Second link in the description if you want to check that out. But that's going to be it from me, people. Have a good one. Peace.